Hi, John with eTrailer. Today we're taking a look at the Hollywood Rack's Destination 2 bike rack on our 2020 Chevrolet Camaro SS. Now this rack is a platform style rack. It is a 2-bike capacity. Now right off the bat, I'll tell you this is not a good candidate for e-bikes. The weight capacity is only 35 pounds per bike. Now taking a closer look at the rack, our main point of contact is going to be on this center mast here. And this does make frame contact. So again, if you have a carbon frame bike, this is not a good option. But if you have a standard bike or even an alternative frame bike or kids bikes, these center points rotate and slide up and down. So there is a wide range of adjustments to fit almost every other bike style out there. Now from the side here, you can see that there's quite a distance between the rack and the Camaro. And even though this doesn't have a tilt out feature, depending on the width of your handlebars, you can still access the trunk with your bike loaded. It's great if you have your gear back here or snacks back here. You still have full trunk access, even though the bike is loaded. Let me just show you the operation of this rack. It's really quite simple. We got 3 points of contact, and we'll start, but let's unload the bike. We can start at the wheels. You simply push this lever and slide the strap up and over. We can come to the front wheel and do the exact same thing. And now our frame mount, definitely going to want to hang on to the bike when we undo that. We'll slide this through, and that's really it. You can simply lift up and offload your bike. Now with the bike off the rack, let's get some measurements. And first measurement, how much extra room is this going to put on the back of your Camaro? So from the bumper to the edge out here, looking at 23¼ inches extra length. And because the Camaro is so low, let's look at our ground clearance over here. And it's really quite good. It's 14¼ inches. The Hollywood Racks has a great steep rise on it, and you're really not going to have any ground clearance issues. If your car can make it, the rack's going to make it. Now, one of the features I do like is it has a fold-up stowed position. That way, if you're done riding or using the rack, but you don't want to take it off your vehicle, or if you just need extra room to get into your garage, it really comes down easy. You're going to have a knob on the center post here. We loosen this up. We'll kick that out. And the center mast here will fold down. You can take one of your wheel straps, and that'll just cinch up. Now you come over to the main body of it. You've got another large knob here. Spin that, and it'll fold up. Then you just reattach this. Tighten the knob back down. No tools are needed. I really like that. Now, let's take a look at probably the furthest point of contact from the bumper here. And that brings it down to 13 inches. Quite a ways down, almost 10 inches less when in the stowed position. Now keep in mind, if you have the Hollywood Racks in the stowed position like this, the license plate is going to be partially obstructed. Not from all angles, but you know, it's what you see is what you get here. Also, if you have a rear backup camera and your rear radar here, it is going to trigger that, and it's going to limit some of your view in the backup camera. It doesn't completely obstruct it, but you are going to see parts of this. So it's probably a good idea to not use the camera as your only source of vision while backing up. Now let's take an even closer look at how the Hollywood Racks is going to mount on your Camaro. You do have an 1¼ inch shank on this, so this is going to fit your Class 1 and Class 2 hitches. It slides in. It has an anti-rattle bolt. To remove this and install this, you just need a 3/4 inch socket. On the other end, notice it does come with a lock. So this is a nice security feature if you ever have to leave your rack while you go riding. Just to know that it is locked up and it won't be going anywhere. Now, an important note, I think, the Hollywood Racks comes with a 2-inch sleeve, and it's an adapter. So if you have another vehicle, SUV or truck that has a 2-inch receiver hitch, like a Class 3 hitch, this rack can go onto that as well. So even though you might have more than one vehicle with a hitch, you have one bike rack for you that you can swap in between vehicles. So final thoughts on the rack here. I think this is a great option for you if you've got a couple of bikes and you want to hit the trails. Let's face it, you're not going to put two bikes in the trunk of this or even in the back seat of your Camaro. So this is small, it's lightweight, it's compact. Once you're done with it, it's going to be able to store in your garage pretty easily. And with all of the features like fold up, the ease of use, for me, the fact that it can go in between this vehicle and another vehicle, regardless if it's an 1.25 inch or if it's a 2-inch hitch, that's important to me. The last thing I want is more than one bike rack when you don't need it. So this is a win in my book for the Camaro, and this is a look at the Hollywood Racks Destination 2 on our 2020 Camaro SS.